name's James McLean. I'm a Senior Policy Advisor in the Natural and Built Environment at the Municipal Association of Victoria. So I've been involved with PR for a number of years now. I've been on the Victorian Young Planners Committee for 4 years. And in that role, I've been Deputy Convener, I've been Secretary this year in 2021. Before that, I headed up, some more of our smaller committees. Definitely one of my, big passions along the way is just making sure that new members and new people who show up to peer events feel welcome and comfortable, and encouraging, new committee members from coming up through the ranks. Before that, I used to attend a lot of events, and definitely always looked up to PR as that peak representative body on behalf of planners and advocating for great planning outcomes. I got involved in planning and first learnt about planning when I was in high school. I grew up in the Warrnambool district, and one time the Warrnambool City Council came to school and told us about all the things they do in planning. And for years I'd wanted to be an architect, but I'd sort of lost interest in that along the way, and I was a little bit lost. And so when I heard from these council planners talking about their strategic plans, long-term growth, where to put housing, where to put businesses, how to protect the environment and all of that, I thought, that's what I wanted to do all along. And thinking back to when I was a child, I used to construct these whole cities on the front lounge room of my mum's on my mum's floor, and there was the port and the airport, and had like low density suburbs and a high density inner city, and the infrastructure that connected it. So I was already very much thinking like a planner from a very young age, quite naturally. The Planning Institute has played a really important role in my growth as a planner. I think particularly as a young planner, actually. I guess the real first starting days of my career was when I first moved to Melbourne, out of my hometown, and I needed to get to know other planners, and I needed to reconnect with people who I went to university with as well. And so joining up with PR, going along to events, beginning to see familiar faces, and also having the privilege of being part of the committee really enabled me to get connected in with the industry. I'd encourage anybody signing up with PR to get in touch with their committee members and come along to events and try and get involved as much as you can, because it really, it's a really special and unique opportunity to be able to have a say in what happens in the planning, development, and protection of our environment in the state. And PIA plays a leading role in that on behalf of all planners. Planning matters because it's integrated in every single part of our lives, right? And I think planners do understand this, because as a planner, on every application, you have to consider, what are the environmental, social, economic impacts of this, whether that's from one house in a street right up to large-scale precincts and neighbourhoods. I really do see it that planners are the glue that really holds so many things that we take for granted together. And that's why planning matters. Congratulations to the Planning Institute of Australia for 70 amazing years of advocating on behalf of great planning outcomes for all Australians. Let's make it an even better 70 years after that. We've got a lot of work cut out for ourselves with climate change, growing population, responding and recovering from the current pandemic. So, as planners, we really are all in this together. So let's make the next 70 years even better and even beyond that.